Welcome to the Thorn City Syndicate Spotlight Show. I'm your host, the Thorn City Podcast Guy. First episode, I had to bring my guy, my best friend, third twin. Some of y'all know him as Roy Moore III, but it's my best friend. And let me tell it, he's the best rapper in the world. But he always say there's no best, there's only favorites. So he's my favorite.
Yes, there's only
but I'm gonna say he's the best. And we gonna get into a little bit of why I feel that way.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm happy to be on here.
Yeah.
My guy has his first podcast.
Yes.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
Right. So I had to come on here, man, to support you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just excited for you, and I'm excited to be on here. Let's do it. Let's talk about it, man.
Man, yeah. I would have never thought I'd be doing a podcast. If anybody know me, I like to chill and stay behind the scenes. But it's what they say. It's time for me to come outside.
No, let me explain to the audience. Like, it's a big deal that you're doing this. Like, this is you coming out of your shell. You've always been the man behind the scene.
Yep.
See, back in the day, we called you Naeem, the man of many schemes, because you used to scheme on the low. So this is big time.
Yeah. So yeah, let me tell you about Thorn City Syndicate and GMP Podcast Group. Thorn City Syndicate's a management company. I started to help my friend out, Roy, because he's a rapper, and I needed him to rap. And so in order for me to get him to rap, I decided to pay for my own album. And so the Thorn City Syndicate kind of spiraled into podcasting and me becoming the project manager over at GMP Podcast Group. So why I'm starting the show is I'm at the point in business where it's really time for me to scale the business. We want to scale the business. And so for that to happen, I believe it's about networking and forming some strategic alliances and partnerships. So that's what the show is about, the power of networking and forming strategic alliances. And so in a nutshell, that's business and that's podcasting.
Yeah.
It's a big network. So that's where we're at. So today, we're going to call this the Honesty episode. We're going to highlight Third Twin's remarkable journey and transformation in life, because that's what we did. And so we got a project, an EP, and we got a music video, an award-winning music video, by the way.
Award-winning, several times over.
And so I just kind of wish we had a platform like this when we launched that project.
Man.
You know. So we'll get into a little bit about how it all started, and then we'll go into a little bit about Third's childhood struggles and his journey to recovery, and then we'll talk about the impact and healing in the community. You know. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play the Honesty music video.
Let's do it.
Man, teardrops fall. Where you at? Miss you, bro. You know, it's right here. It's a little razzle dazzle. A long way to heaven when you halfway to hell. Let my heart long way to heaven. Talk to me. Now, I ain't never been much, but a fuck up in a low life, sadistic, statistic, restricted my whole life, and I'm Christ-like. So of course they throw stones, got me pulling out my hair, screaming, leave me alone. And I came across scrutiny, had niggas shooting me, got a scar patch, came back shooting stupidly. What you niggas do to me? I used to be innocent, now I'm so sick I need medical benefits. Survived 3 raids, and I ain't been to jail yet. Had bullets come close, but I ain't been to hell yet. A champ, and I put that on my mail like stamps. I got hit with a 4-5 and walked it off like a cramp. Gangster, I was destined to be, cause the block I was watching was the Sesame Street. Counting the drug addicts, that was the mathematics. The only big bird I ever saw was wrapped in plastic. We learned the alphabets, throwing up our sets. B's and C's and the D's got no respect. And I was too consumed with blowing up like balloons, cause I was watching buffoons when they was watching cartoons. I'm turfed up, so I gotta keep it loaded and cocked. For these niggas that I keep seeing circle the block, I can't stop throwing up this, acting a fool. I know it's wrong, but fuck it, this is the life I choose. And I saw it in 98, back when Michael killed Chris after the smoke cleared. Checking my body, see if I'm hit. It's only 2 ways out in this gang banging and cane slanging. Them county blues are shaking hands with that man Satan. My cousin got AIDS, That nigga still living, though. My mama disabled and I just lost my big bro. Close to the edge and I think I'm finna jump, yo. Gun to my head, pull the trigger, let my brains blow. Suicidal thoughts, man, what happened to my thing strong? Life kicked the nigga in his ass with the cleats on. I'm feeling like my son don't love me, he's so far away. I need to be a better father, maybe I should start today. Pop another pill, cause I'm ill, man, I'm sick of this. Maybe I should 12-step my way to ridiculous. Alcohol dreams had me pissing in the kitchen, and maybe they'll finally listen when I'm gone and I'm missing. I'm crying out for help, man, your boy fucked up. I'm drinking heavily, my addict addiction is turned up. It's like if it wasn't for bad, I wouldn't have no luck. I'm slipping, falling, and I can't get up. Yeah, I wouldn't have no luck. I'm slipping, falling, and I can't get up. If it wasn't for bad, I wouldn't have no luck. I'm slipping, falling, and I can't get up. I'm talking.
It's a long way to heaven, but you halfway to hell. Might as well. Long way to heaven, but you halfway to hell. A long way to heaven, you halfway to hell. This is dedicated to D9 Bradley, Marco Moore, Christopher Sight. Love y'all niggas. Miss y'all niggas. Forever mine.
Welcome back to the Thorn City Syndicate Spotlight Show. Third twin in the building.
In the building.
So, let's talk about how it started. You know, basically, you inspired me to start.
I did?
You did.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
You inspired me to start my management company.
Okay.
To get into the business world. And then that kind of turned in me podcasting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's talk a little bit about the Honesty music video and EP. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, I want to start by saying you were always my biggest supporter and fan, right? So when we talk about this manifesting itself into you doing what you're doing now, I think you always had a business mindset. Mm-hmm. You were always super responsible. You know what I mean? Even before you were managing me, remember you made sure I got everywhere on time.
Before I was managing you, I was managing you.
Was managing me. Right. So you already had that mindset. And once again, in order to support somebody the way that you supported me, we had to be friends first. I believe. You know what I mean? Yep. But I remember when you came to me, because the backstory is you were there the whole journey. You were there the first time I put the pencil down. Remember that?
I remember when you threw the pad away, and I was like, Troy, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was
like, man, I don't need that no more.
This is before Jay-Z made it popular, before Lil Wayne was even a rapper. You know, he wasn't even thought of. This is literally 96, 97.
Long time ago.
Long time ago, right? Mm-hmm. And so when we get to talking about honesty, the backstory behind that is I had stopped rapping. Mm-hmm. You know, stop pursuing rapping and stop, you know, making it my job. And I just wasn't rapping like that. Mm-hmm. You know, I would get high, or we'd be riding or something, and I'd kick something, and you'd be like, you know, so you knew I still had it.
Still had it.
And so when you came to me, you were like, man, just, well, you knew I had some fire verses that I kind of was still like finishing up.
You was holding on to them.
But I was like trying to get them there. And so, you know, you always were a part of that process. So you were like, man, just give me like 4 songs. Remember that?
Yeah.
Something to that effect. Like, give me like 4 songs. And Honesty was one of those ones. And I think early off, we knew that we had something with Honesty.
Yeah, honestly, that was the one, because I don't know where I think y'all was at Shelly's house.
Yep.
In the garage. Mm-hmm. And your nephew, Dominique, he recorded it.
Yep.
And you spit that verse, and I don't know where I was at when I seen it. I was like, damn, my bro's going through it, man. I got to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something.
And I think that line, I'm crying out for help, man. Your boy fucked up. Really.
Yep, but you know what I heard was I'm crying out for help, Naeem, your boy fucked up. That's what I heard.
The call out to you. That's what you
So
heard.
I felt like you was talking to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the Honesty music video, we put into some film festivals. We screened it all over the world. I got to travel to a couple different states and actually see the impact that song had on people who have no clue of who you are or who we are. And they just really received the powerful message that was in that song.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really, really poetic.
And I think the people who worked on the whole project with us, like the Justins, the Pander, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they all were really impacted. I think that would compel them to really want to work on it with us. So it all was a perfect storm that came together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You created a team, you developed a team that was perfect for that song.
Yep.
And then we put in the work, man, and yeah, it was received well.
Yeah. And so that's another reason why I'm starting this podcast, because I'm at a point here. When I started the business, I would say what I have now here at GMP Podcast Group Studios is what I always wanted. I have a real business.
Yeah. And I think you were called to it. Even with your catchphrase, what is it? The power
of networking and forming strategic alliances.
Like that's you doing it, right?
That's
so
it.
That's the message, and so that's the way you live. That's your vision. So you got to bring it to them. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
I think that's But you watching me. So you got some practice because you watched me.
I did.
You watched me on that stage. So it was just a matter of time for you.
Yeah, and it wasn't a matter of can I do it.
Yeah.
It's just did I want to do it?
You want to do it?
That I want to do it. And so I got to the point where I'm at now. It's like I want to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we doing it.
Yeah, and you're good at it. I think it's something that you had no idea that you might, really like doing, but shine in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is tight.
Yeah.
For me to see this happening.
Yeah. I think that's one. There's people say they got superpowers.
Yeah.
I think one of my powers is I do stuff, and it just happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Where it all started was in Miami when you grabbed that mic.
Oh, they passed me the mic.
Hey, we was in Miami. I needed a hype man.
Yeah.
See, we set the tone back
we
then.
did. I wish they never sent us that footage, man. I wish we had that footage.
King of Diamonds, right?
King of Diamonds. I think
Miami.
they tore it down.
They did.
But that was a big place, a big stage we stepped onto.
Yeah, you grabbed that. I said, oh, okay. I got him here. Let's go. No,
oh man, that's crazy.
No, we've done some amazing things together, man. And, well, back to honesty, because of you and your faith in me and your support for me, honesty was made. But I know we're gonna talk about this, but that truly. That process, what happened during the honesty video and the process of honesty, I know is probably the most significant moment in my life for me to change and be where I am now. You know what I mean? It really, really is.
That was like a real deal music video.
It's a real deal.
You had a whole staff of people working for
I
you.
never experienced nothing
like that.
Oh my God, I felt so tight. A real budget. I mean, a makeup artist, a stylist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was really something to experience. You guys try to keep the leashes on me too, but I was sneaking out these shots.
Hey, you had to get it.
Yeah.
Whatever keep you going and keep you on point.
Right.
Nobody would have never knew, but I knew.
Yeah, you knew. Yeah, but you for the most part, I held it together.
You did. No,
we did it.
By far. So like you said, we had the whole crew.
Yeah.
It was a shout out to the Pander brothers. They did their thing.
Right.
We really we kind of stumbled on them on accident. We really just put out an ad onto Craigslist.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were just looking for somebody to do the script. Take the script and turn it into a storyboard.
Storyboard, yeah.
And they end up doing what they call an animatic storyboard.
Yeah.
It's an animated storyboard. It was tight.
Yeah.
And so once they did that, they reached out to us and they was like, "Man, who do you have shooting this video for you? Who's directing it?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, well, we knew about the Pander brothers.
Yep. I remember that.
We know they're big in the comic world. So we was like, hey, maybe you should do it.
I remember Justin was like, "No, they're huge. They're
Yeah.
they're like important." I was like, okay, I trust you.
So yeah, and then they brung Stephanie, Miss Tishner. Shout out to Stephanie
Shout out
Tishner.
to Stephanie, man. She gave me that cigarette case.
You still got that?
I still got that. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I still got the case.
Oh, you still ain't smoked?
Oh man, I got 90 days in.
What? Oh, tight. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Man, you ain't got nothing left to give up.
Man, yeah. Well, I'm about to get buff, and I'm about to
get buff?
I'm about to give up some pounds. Stop eating these sweets, but that's the next thing.
That's the next thing is the sweets?
Yeah, next thing is the sweets. Yeah.
Wow. Man, this is crazy, man. It's the Spotlight Show.
Yeah.
So what we going to do, we're going to take a break here. Well, we're not going to do a break. It's going to be we're going to do a song. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Third Twin's early childhood struggles and his journey to recovery.
So much pain. So much motherfucking pain. That's why I got them painkillers on me. Yeah. I know what the streets did to me. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't walk inside these 95s. Cause I've been crucified like the day Jesus died. Shot with a 4-5 and yet I'm still alive. I done been through hell and back and somehow I survived. The product of a broken home. Listen to my vocal tone. You can hear the pain in my voice through this microphone. Give me heaven or I'ma raise hell. Cause I was raised in hell. Really raised in hell. When niggas is scared to make it but they ain't afraid to fail. I never thought I'd go to college but I knew I see a sale. So fuck it, I might as well. The ballad of a have-not. Still having dreams about screams and the gunshots my brother died from what I'm getting high on. The painkillers, I guess they really kill the pain, huh? My mama passed and it's hard not to weep. Before you open your mouth and speak, no, my pain runs deep. And I don't look so sweet, cause I ain't slept in weeks. I got the world on my shoulder and the devil at my feet. Truth be told, I'd be dead without flows. You couldn't walk in these retros without breaking your toes. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. It started off with gang infected, my brain protected by some hard heads trained to bang dangerous methods. Down a path where the guns don't blast. They explode through your body to your belly button open exposed. And it's hard when you see your friend shot and he crying and you trying, but you know deep inside that he dying. That's me. After that I had heart like a lion. I ain't lying. When the beef get to cook and start frying, and it's crazy that a dope fiend made me. Now it's my life as a dope fiend baby. If I'm not a dead man, then I'm probably gonna die. But I swear I felt alive looking in my son's eyes. And I tried, but the pain kept pounding on my chest. To the point that when I breathed, it was hard to take a breath. At my best, I seen hell and died 100,000 deaths. A foot soldier walking through the nature of the threat. Upset, the sunset and piss off the clouds. Cause the pain, it didn't break me, I just took it and smiled. Now tell me, who's to blame when a child feels pain? And he's afraid to go play cause he's scared of the rain. And mommy ain't around, but he's screaming a name. And then he walks in on daddy shooting dope in his veins. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory. Hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book. Couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot. Although I'm doing better than some and worse than others. Shit, I ain't been the same since I lost my brother. Since I lost my mother. Feel like the pain's uncovered. Look at my other brother and sis. All we got is each other. And you should never, ever judge a book by its cover. The person you standing over now, you can one day be under. Cause the tables do turn. Dark clouds do hover. And trust me, it ain't all gravy when you the one being smothered. From the cradle to the grave. From the womb to the tomb. I'm the best man like I'm best friends with the groom. And although I was doomed from the sun to the moon, I could only assume that happiness was coming soon. And this is food for thought, I'm just handing you the spoon. Feeding you the real, this meal's for le mignon. Cause it's a long way to heaven when you halfway to hell. Honest Honesty was my policy, that's the story I tell. I died for the mic, if my glory is sell. Cause I done lost so much, now I want it back for reals. For reals, that's why I'm running back for reals. Spitting like Emmitt Smith, cause I'm running back for real. Truth be told, I'd be dead without flows. You couldn't walk in these retros without breaking your toes. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story, hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory, hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book, couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot, hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't tell my story, hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't live my glory, hell no. Y'all niggas couldn't write my book, couldn't walk in my shoes without breaking a foot, hell no.